What do you think should be the next step for the people that have tuned in today? We heard a lot of great information. What's their first step to put some of what you taught them into action?
I'll jump out there on this. I would say go and poll your employee base. Put together a quick little survey. You could do it with SurveyMonkey or some other tool if you have an internal tool. And put together not more than a 10-question survey. How do you feel about our technology? What technologies are we lacking? Are there any policies that are that you feel are impeding your ability to do your best work? And then take all of that information, go through it, and then adjust accordingly. You would be amazed at the quality of the ideas and the depth and thought of related to the discourse that your employee base can bring to you. And that will very much help you to better engage your employee base, and you drive better solutions when you have diversity of thought and input.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think it's really about assessing that gap. Where's the gap? And I think that part of it is, you can, do the surveys like Michael said. I think that's a really key portion to get the input. I also think that what we have to look at is really trying to understand where we see healthcare being in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down, and understanding where we're at right now today and understanding that gap. That's really, I think, a key element. So it starts with understanding the gap from my perspective.
I think too that your decisions, too often today, technology decisions are made in the context of today's requirements only. And as a result of that, we'll end up buying a product.
Yeah.
We need to decisions need to be made in a broader context. They need to be made in the context of things will be different tomorrow and down the road. What will give me the greatest flexibility and the agility to respond to these things? And that's where a big failure happens. If we make a massive investment in something that addresses today's problems, next week something else happens. Now what do I do?
Yeah,
I got to sweat this asset, and I still can't keep up.
Excellent point, Laird. A lot of my time is spent looking into the future.
Yeah.
Right. And then discussing those discoveries with the employee base. And sometimes not people in the leadership team, but people that are much further down the food chain, but are most of the time more greatly impacted by the technological changes.
Yeah. Michael, a couple of the companies that I've run and started in the past, we implemented lean as a mechanism for continuous improvement. And what I love about the lean model, it's giving the employees a set of tools that allows them to create incremental change on the fly, because they're in a position to know what's the best for them at that point in time. As long as the greater construct that we're trying to create is maintained, having them to make those micro adjustments really is key. And I think having that conversation and getting down to the frontline people, the people that are not necessarily always in the executive leadership roles, I think makes a world of difference. And it's the same way going out to your patients, understand what your patients are looking for is key. So I love it.